only one thing kept me sane, and that was the last movie I had seen before I went into the belly of the beast. And no, the last movie I saw was not a Steven Seagal flick. I swear this by the life of my unborn first child. What I saw was actually a quality movie. I was truly impressed by the movie adaptation of Slaughterhouse-5. Yes, there's a movie based on the book written by Kurt Vonnegut. I've read Slaughterhouse-5 periodically since high school when the work of Kurt Lee was introduced to me by my pap smear. So thanks, Pops. I had no idea it was a movie until Big Simon Hoppy told me. The premise of the movie is simple. A young man by the name of Billy Pilgrim is constantly jumping through different points in his life as he time trips. So the title of this is Time Trippin' with Kurt V. Now, one thing we all know is that in this day and age, is that blackface is not acceptable.
Simply put, it's racist as shit.
But who is to say that yellowface is
Not acceptable.
This movie pulled yellowface off in an artistic and tactful way. The first time I've seen this pulled off this manner since
James Bond.
as portrayed by Sean Connery in 1967's You Only Die Twice. The film, he respectfully pulled off becoming a Japanese man by dyeing his hair black and throwing on a kimono. Watching that movie,
Time trip.
Billy finds himself captured in the Battle of the Bulge in 1944 by the Nazis. He is sent to a POW camp and from there to the German city of Dresden. Within the city, his home is Slaughterhouse-5. The city is firebombed and destroys, but Billy survives. The bombing caused his space-time continuum to become unhinged. So he is time tripping and
The film takes place at various points in my life.
time trip. In this movie, The Asian Connection, Yellowface is pulled off as one of the co-leads played a Cambodian drug lord and crime boss. And he pulls it off well because of the range of his acting ability. This movie was supposed to take place in the USA and Mexico. Mexico and the USA for a bank robbery flick? That's played out. Mel Gibson's 2012 Get the Gringo was just the latest in a long line of movies with such a setting. Time trip, Southeast Asia as a bank robbery flick setting, that has never been done. Gan Sirikiri has a problem in the form of 2 number 2s and a series of bank robberies depriving him of his ill-gotten gains. The possibilities are endless. Is one plotting against him, or is the other plotting against Gan Sirankiri? This movie has it all. Drugs, action, death, revenge, explosion, fights, a bromance, intrigue, and a Romeo and Juliet. Time trip. Ozume, his Juliet on the alien planet of Tralfamador, is none other. The sexy Montana Wildback asks him with concern,
Billy, you time tripping again?
Time trip. A Romeo and Juliet love plot and compassion, which is highly unusual. Because in this movie, Gan Sirankiri is a ruthless Cambodian drug lord. The man in yellowface portraying Mr. Gan Sirankiri is none other than Mr. Steven fucking Seagal. Woo! Woo! What he is known for is his ruthlessness and tendency to break bones. Take a look.
Die, you bastard! My wife, fuck you and die.
Seagal has a sit-down with his 2 number 2s and the rest of his top lieutenants, who are a group of hard-looking, grizzled Cambodian gangster extras who got promoted to have a big scene with Mr. Seagal himself. These rough-looking men, they don't speak. I doubt they even understand Seagal's diatribe in English where he threatens them all with death. But their tense body language and their suspicious mad dogging of each other sells the scene. Time trip. During the second bank robbery, Romeo's partner dies.
Time trip.
To 1988, when Gino Felino's partner, Bobby Lupo, is ruthlessly shot down on the streets by an insane, psychopathic rich time trip, but Seagal lays a trap at the third bank and it quickly goes south for Romeo and Juliet as he is shot and they flee. Seagal climbs into a massive fucking industrial flatbed truck and his posse of Cambodian extras piles in the bed of the truck.
Old temple outside Siem Reap.
How is it possible that this truck can keep pace with the BMW driven by... And Tinkerbell for Peter Pan, because if you don't, then Tinkerbell dies. Time Trip, much like Tinkerbell, you gotta believe in Steven Seagal and his truck, because the truck is driven by every single one of Seagal's acolytes who believe in him. You got to will him to get that
Extra push over the cliff. You know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One lap.
Time Trip, but at the end, Seagal confronts Romeo, who gives an eloquent speech for mercy.
Hello.
Time Trip.
Please don't hurt her.
You don't come into people's yards, steal their money, and shoot at them. Because people like me might get lucky and kill you first.
Seagal listen and spare Romeo and Juliet? Or just Juliet, or neither? Seagal can be a merciful man, but is he that merciful to the people who have been fucking up his money? Time Trip, no, he isn't that merciful. And as I watched the classic American cinematography, it dawned on me that with 2016's The Asian Connection, Mr. Steven Seagal joined an elite pantheon of actors who have successfully pulled off Yellowface. These actors include Charles Bronson, Sean Connery, Bela Lugosi, David Carradine, and Eddie Murphy. Seagal is the newest member of that elite pantheon